I really want to share something because I have not been able to stop thinking about it. And that is the fact that I was surrounded a couple of days ago by the happiest and most free group of people. And this is not the first time I've been surrounded by this specific group of people. And I can't stop thinking about the fact how alive, how playful, how energetic and happy, like the most pure form of excitement. So happy and so excited these people were. And I've been wanting to surround myself with these people more and more, but it also made me reflect on kind of like life and systems and societies, I guess, in a different way too. So to start off, I went to ecstatic dance. And before you click off, please bear with me if you are not familiar with ecstatic dance. So the best way that I can describe ecstatic dance is that it's a safe place for people to go and freely express themselves through movement and through dance without the use of any drugs or alcohol, right? And the way that Google or Wikipedia explains ecstatic dance is: ecstatic dance is a form of dance in which the dancers, sometimes without the need to follow specific steps, release themselves to the rhythm and move freely as the music takes them, leading to trance and a feeling of ecstasy. I went to ecstatic dance for the first time about a year ago, actually, and since then I've gone there 4 or 5 times. First, I was very, very intimidated because I was thinking, okay, it's going to be like a dance party with a lot of people I don't know. Kind of like going to a club, I guess. When you go to a club, there's a bunch of people that you don't know. But the whole thing is that it either happens during daytime or at the end of the day. There is no talking. You dance barefoot, you can dance by yourself, or you can dance with other people. And if other people, let's say, approach you to, because they want to dance with you and you don't feel like it, you just kind of show the namaste sign and then they walk away, because this is an indication of thank you, but no thank you. So I went to ecstatic dance multiple times and I have experienced the most incredible states of happiness and like obviously ecstatic dance, it is about ecstasy. Like I'm gonna say like ecstasy, almost like this, like just incredible joy and kind of excitement and love, for life and everybody else. And it has happened completely sober, right? There's no use of drugs, no alcohol, nothing. And I went to ecstatic dance a couple of days ago. And I have not been able to stop thinking about it, because now that I've, gotten more free with my body and movement and taking some dance classes and like other dance forms, I feel much more comfortable just like dancing and doing weird movements and kind of like seeing where the rhythm takes me. But it's always an incredible observation, because you go into a room, right? You do like a little opening circle, you start walking around, there's a DJ that plays music, and there were about, I don't know how many people were last time, like 50 people, around 50, 60 people or so. And you can see that some of them, have never been to ecstatic dance before, or they're beginners, and they're like not feeling as comfortable with their body, right? So they might just kind of like move from side to side, or like do something a little bit with their hands, but like it's not like this full crazy expression. Most of the time, however, by like an hour, ecstatic dance is usually around 2 hours, 2.5 hours. By like the end of the first hour, when the music is also louder, the beat is like, it's like the music builds up, right? It starts off slow and then it goes faster, and then it kind of really feels like you're at some kind of a club or a party. And at that peak, there are so many people that are spinning in circles, dancing with each other, jumping around. I'm that person that when I'm doing ecstatic dance, I just can't stop jumping. And I also am surprised that I have all of this energy, because I'm just jumping the whole time and waving my arms around. It feels like the greatest party of a lifetime. And one of the things that I observed a couple of days ago, and honestly, I've thought about it so much since then, and it makes me emotional every single time that I think about it, is that seeing adults from the ages of 25 until I think like 60 years old, right, be playful, happy, connected with their inner child, and dancing freely to the music is the most awe-inspiring thing I have seen, because I went to a couple of festivals at the end of last year and it was fun. But one thing that I can't get out of my mind is that there are these hundreds and thousands of people, right? And everybody's dancing. A lot of people, if not most people, are on some kind of a substance, right? Whether it's alcohol or drugs or something else. And even though they're moving to the beat of the music, I couldn't help but like look at people's eyes and see how, the only thing that I can say is like how dead people were in their eyes, you know, like I found it kind of freaky too. I just couldn't, I should have probably enjoyed the parties more. I feel like I was very philosophical. I still had fun, but I'm somebody that observes things and thinks very deeply about them. So I was looking at all of these people and I was thinking, okay, the music is great. They're dancing to the beat of the music, but a lot of the people, you look in their eyes and it feels like there's like nothing there. And then in comparison, a couple of days ago when I went to that ecstatic dance, I was dancing around like crazy. I saw all of these people dancing around like crazy. Everybody's sober. There are people that are in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 20s, in their 30s. There were a couple of people in their 60s. And everybody, if you look at their faces, but most specifically, if you look at their eyes, they are so alive. You look at their eyes and there's this tremendous joy and just aliveness. That's the only way I can, explain it. They're so alive. And when I was there, I just felt so connected to life. It's honestly like I had taken some psychedelics or something to like connect me to the wider universe. But this group of people, so many of them strangers, some people of course, have met at ecstatic dance before, but like dancing with each other or dancing by themselves. And, it was just, it makes my heart just so happy. And I remember going to ecstatic dance like half a year ago, and there was a man there that I swear to God, it looked like he came there from like a lawyer's office or something, or because I thought he was a lawyer. He was kind of wearing almost like a suit, like formal button-up shirt, like a suit jacket, pants, and he was standing there, and I was thinking, oh my God, like, good for you. And you could feel that he was a little bit constricted in his movement, but by the end of it, he was more loose. He was kind of like moving his arms around, really like relaxing into the music. And it made me so happy to see, because it made me reflect on this thought that so many of us are so constricted and kind of, what's the word? Like, not desensitized, but what is the word when you have a dog and then you train the dog and the dog domesticated? There we go. So many of us are so disconnected and also domesticated. Like, I find that, in myself as well. Like, when you're in work, like you have to wear a certain mask when you're at work or when you go to social functions, right? Like, everybody plays this role. And then you look at children and they don't give a shit. Like, I see so many times like kids skipping, like they're not walking next to their parents, they're like skipping, And it makes me so excited because I think to myself, like, shit, it would be so nice to start skipping. Instead of walking, how cool would it be if I'm on my way to the grocery store and I'm just like skipping? I would love that. I know it'd feel great, but I know that from the majority people's perspective, I'd probably be deemed mentally not okay, hence why I don't do it. But then in this space, in ecstatic dance, all of these adults come, and it takes so much conscious effort to let go of these constrictions and these masks, because I found myself thinking so many times, standing there like, oh my God, people are gonna think I'm stupid. What if like I don't know what to do with my arms, and oh, I'm dancing by myself. Most people are dancing by themselves, Or I find music really good and I kind of like want to do a certain movement, but then I think to myself, is this gonna look weird? So many thoughts, so many constrictions that children do not have. The last months I've observed at like parks or something, like kids just dancing and they're so free and they don't care what other people think. And then to go into the space, right, through a form of ecstatic dance, I'm sure there can be other types of activities where people come to kind of like, ease themselves and to connect with their inner child and just let go and have fun, again, without any substances or anything. It just made me realize how much more of that we need, and also incredible to see how uncomfortable initially you feel in a space where you're supposed to be completely free, right? You can literally do anything to the music, just like you can yell, you can shout, you can do weird movements, dance to the beat, be as, high energy or low energy as you want, but just a space where you can, drop your mask of, ooh, I'm this really, serious lawyer and I can't, free myself or connect with my inner child. And in that space, guys, I saw magic. That's the only way I can describe it. And I was part of that magic. And I'm so obsessed right now with ecstatic dance because I was jumping around like a crazy person. I was moving, I was shaking, I was like yelling. And I felt for a moment like I was me at like 9 years old. Specifically when I used to put on Avril Lavigne, her songs. I was obsessed with Avril Lavigne, and then just dance and like mimic and pretend I'm in a music video. And we just need more of that. We just need more of that. And now every single place or city that I go to, I just want to find, hopefully, if they have like ecstatic dance, and I want to go to a community of ecstatic, to ecstatic dance with those people and just feel free. And it really once again shows me that it is absolute bullshit that you need drugs or alcohol to have fun and enjoy. I actually also kind of stopped drinking alcohol, and in the last 5 months I've had the best sleep of my life. My mood is so stable, I'm happier, I don't get stressed as much, I can handle my emotions better, like my fitness is so much better, my endurance, like everything has increased. And now like there's no, like I cannot rely on alcohol to, again, going to a place to dance with strangers without any substances. Yes, that might be like, ooh, yeah, that's scary, and ooh, if only I had a couple of drinks, it would loosen me up. But you gotta loosen yourself up, buddy. Like you cannot keep relying on external things. And the amount of joy and excitement and happiness and freedom that I felt dancing, and how incredible it was to dance completely sober in a group of people that are there exactly for the same reason, just to connect with their inner child. Yeah, honestly, the whole evening I just couldn't stop thinking about the fact that I found the happiest group of people, and I want to be around them more, and I want to like do all of these things to reconnect with my inner child. Yeah, so all this to say, have a dance party by yourself. It's incredible. Right now I'm gonna put on some music and also dance by myself. It's incredible how good it makes you feel. Even if your moves are crazy and weird, it doesn't freaking matter. It's just about the fact that you're moving. It's just about the fact that you're reconnecting with this playful side of yourself. And if you are wanting to, actually, very appropriate. If you're wanting to get out of your comfort zone, see if there's an ecstatic dance, kind of like class or community somewhere around you. And I encourage you to go and visit it. And if not, maybe you can get together with a couple of friends, put on some music and just dance. This is what I do with 2 of my best friends. Every time we get together, we just put on music and we have a dance party for like 15 minutes and get all of our weird movements out, because there's just something so incredible about it. So yeah, I honestly am not sure what is the summary or conclusion of this, other than how much freaking fun you can have sober, reconnecting with your inner child with a bunch of other adults that are wanting to do the same, to just let go of all of these masks and constrictions and all of these, things that come with being an adult and being serious and being professional, and just allow yourself to be playful. Allow yourself to be playful and allow yourself to connect with that true joy, that true excitement that's not induced by substances, because as I said, like it was just a drastic difference seeing people from ecstatic dance with their eyes that were so alive and so happy versus people that may appear at parties or festivals like they're having the best time, and it feels really good, right? Of course they're having the best time, but as they say, eyes are the windows to the soul, and it sure showed me a really, really huge difference. All right, enough from my end. Go put on some music and have a dance party. I'm going to be doing that myself right now as well. Bye!